have some sort of thinking which is against the norms and taboos and traditions and cultures. Now, what is the mechanism? How do we find out that what is being delivered to the students? So that is why a uniform curriculum, and there has to be a sort of check and balance, that what we are educating to our students and what they will be getting out of it. For example, like with an education system, if students are being radicalized, and this is unfortunately, as you just mentioned, that even teachers are even preaching this to them. Now what will happen? These young lot will definitely be in the wrong hands. Then they are being used, misused, and then they are being, and there are so many examples we have even seen over the media that young people, so much educated, with so much talent, and they were used by the wrong hands. Now why it is happening? We need to look at now the terror outfits and the extremism people who belongs to the extremist groups. They are targeting, they are working on the soft targets. And that's where it is very important that there has to be a response from the government, because education system will be devised by the government. And then there is a role for the clerics, there is a role for the intellectuals, academicians, people who have a caliber, and then they should organize seminars time and again just to propagate this idea that this education system is something which is going to give us benefit, that will bring humanity into us, and that's how we can put things on the right track. As far as narrative is concerned, I would like to add one thing to my colleague, that when we talk about a narrative, it's, you see, Waqas, it takes years for a narrative to bring up, because there is no country in the world where there is some sort of documented narrative. Now we see that, for example, in certain documents, it seems ridiculous that you will find out that we need to devise a narrative in 6 months. How is it possible? For narrative, it's such a complex issue, and it is so much, interrelated with each other. Institutions must be involved. Then we have to look that either our institutions are in harmony. For example, like as far as democracy is concerned, we are still taking the baby steps. As far as social fragmentation is concerned in society, is still much there. As far as we spoke about education system, now we don't have a magic wand that within 6 months, out of the blue moon, just a narrative will come into place, and then we will start working upon that. For that, we need to work a lot.
A very important aspect of